What is up, hoes? Just kidding, I would never call a woman that. Just found out women get periods. Hello and welcome back, or welcome for the first time if this is your first time. Promise to be gentle. And a special hello to anybody who has a cowboy hat. A special hello to anyone who owns assless chaps. A special hello to anyone who's British. Welcome in. Today I found misogynistic Facebook memes because they're funny to look at. What else can I say? Let's get into it. I think John is having an affair with my wife. What makes you think that? He is so miserable lately. Because having a wife sucks. Because being a heterosexual man, what you want to do is get with a woman forever just so you can hate her. Because when it comes to marriage, you want to spend a lot of money, a lot of time, just basically give your whole life to somebody you fucking hate. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna roast her for the rest of your life over a decision you made. Because that's the only thing that makes sense, right? Hey, divorce anyone? Anyone? Divorce? Let's get the papers and put them on the table. Because what? My wife makes my life so miserable that I think she's cheating on me and making my friend's life miserable. Because it's the only explanation for how badly his life could be going right now. Because my wife sucks that much. Honk honk, leave? A prostitute once a week is cheaper than a wife for life. Wow, I can't find a flaw in his logic. Weird to use a template of children for this, first of all. Kind of a crazy, wacky thing to make him say. Is this Malcolm in the Middle? I don't remember this scene. Also, some women work, actually most nowadays, so actually it'd be cheaper to have a wife because of joint income for most families. I don't know why I'm trying to find logic right now in this, by the way. That's just where my brain goes, is like, let's break it down, when really it's just fucking stupid. But also there's a difference between like just sex and having a romantic companion for life. You can't really compare the two when they're completely different types of relationships. They're very different, vastly different. How many words can we come up with? Très different. So I can definitely find some flaw in that logic. My wife called on her way home after a long day at work and asked me to run her some hot water and not to forget the bubbles. Hope she'll be happy. She's so sweet. Love her to bits. And then he's filled the sink so she can wash the dishes when she gets home. Because woman dishwasher. Woman servant. Woman live life for man. Woman have to go work all day, come home, work for man too. It's wild because men will be like, I want a traditional woman, but they can't even fucking be a traditional man. If you want to sit here and be like, I want a woman who washes the dishes and I want a clean house when I come home, then you better go spend 12 hours a day in the coal mines, okay? You gotta meet in the middle there. I just want a traditional woman, but I'm not gonna give her anything in return for that. I just want her to do everything on top of paying half the rent and half the groceries and all of our bills and taking care of the kids. Because, that's what a traditional wife does. I would rather pick my son up from jail than my daughter from a club. You would rather your son commit crimes than your daughter be out having a good time. I think there's some like flawed logic that a lot of men have where they think that the club is this place where women are just a bunch of whoos. And like for some that's true, and I mean that positively, because if you want to get all hot and go make out with some cutie, I'm all for it. But also a lot of women just go to the club because they like to dance and have a drink with their friends. Like, I have a lot of friends that are engaged or married that will go to the clubs with us, not because they're looking to hook up with someone, but because they're just having fun with us. Like, we're all dancing and hanging out and having a good time, and it's not that deep. So there's holes in that logic too, assuming that's what he's upset about, which I can only assume. This reminds me of, oh my gosh, there's this show called South of Nowhere that is like, oh, I love it. It's such a good show. It's, I think, from 2006, and the main characters are actually lesbians, Spencer and Ashley. Oh my god, if you know, you know. But spoiler alert from the show that came out 10 years ago, 20 years ago, almost. 20 years ago, oh my god. The scene before was her big brother Glenn going to jail and her parents coming and picking him up from jail and like hugging him and being like, it's gonna be okay, buddy. And then they come home from that scene and the mom walks in on Spencer and Ashley doing it, and the mom like grabs Ashley's hair and like rips her out of the home and is like, you disgust me, to Spencer for being queer. After Glenn just got a, it's gonna be okay, buddy, for going to jail. This is giving that exact fucking feeling. I would rather my son commit heinous acts than my daughter have fun. The boob pit. Now you can leave your husband here while you shop in peace. Okay, the boob pit does look kind of fun because it just looks like the giant ball pit. And I can't argue that that doesn't look fun, because it does. Listen, boobs are awesome. Boobs are great. So is spending time with your wife and indulging in her hobbies with her too. If she wants to look at some shoes, go look at some shoes with her. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of something to say to this one, but it's just so stupid that I'm genuinely sitting here like, the boob pit. And now that that's left my mouth, I don't think I want somebody shopping with me that clearly doesn't want to be there, actually. That sounds like a nightmare. I'd rather just like have fun and shop by myself than have somebody who's gonna like huff and puff and be like, yeah, I don't want to be here. I wish I was in the boob pit. You know what, go hang out in the boob pit. I've changed my mind. That's fine, go there. Men will literally choose a shy, polite, soft woman with 0 achievements over an arrogant career woman. Oh my god. Taylor Swift wrote about this in her song, The Man. But, you know, people will sit here and call a businesswoman or a career woman arrogant and bossy and a bitch and the worst. And then a man will be praised for it by being like, oh, he's just in control. He's just assertive. He just knows what he wants. It's just misogyny. And also, a man would literally choose the shy, polite, soft woman with nothing going on in her life ever other than serving him than a woman with a business, than a woman with things going on. We know. Y'all tell us at every point that you can, we know. And I don't understand this at all. I've never understood the logic of wanting a partner with 0 substance other than the substance that you can give them. It's like you want to program somebody rather than be with somebody, and I think that shit is weird. What do you mean you want a woman with 0 achievements, 0 accolades to her life, no drive, no passion? I don't know. That's personally my exact turn off. Like, that is the opposite of what I want in somebody. I want somebody who is a full fucking human being. That's what attracts me. But hey, to each their own, I guess. What the fuck? When the waitress asks if you want any dessert and you ask for a shake made with milk from those tankers. This is reminding me of that Harry Styles Imagine, where he's like making oatmeal and he like, the punchline is he nutted in the oatmeal. That's what this is giving. We have the equivalent. It's Harry Styles nutting in oatmeal. Sorry, it's just a crazy sentence to actually say out loud. People have kinks. And that's all I can say about this one. Just, you know, and I'm not gonna say positive or negative, to each their own. Find somebody who's consenting and willing. I'm guessing the waitress is not, so please, for the love of God, leave her alone. Do not speak to her. But sometimes you read things like this and you remember there is somebody out there that would drink that milkshake. And I mean literally, like as a genuine milkshake. Here we have man with cat. Man with cat see boob. Oh, cat touch boob, cat cozy up in boob, woman leave. Cat was puppet over his hand whole time. Oh my god, so the punchline is assault. The punchline is touching somebody without their consent, and being devious. And also, just like on a logistics note, I feel like, what are you gaining from like your hand is in a puppet, covered in cloth and fur. You're not even gaining the touch of a bosom. You're just gaining the accolades of a creep. Like, what? Look at his little fuck-ass little smile at the end. That's a villain. I'm supposed to look at this and giggle? No, that's a villain. He looks a lot like, the villain in SpongeBob SquarePants. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy versus Fuckface McGee, or whatever his name is. Freeze Ray and bullshit, and is this your wallet? It's not my wallet. It has your name in it. It's not my wallet. That, you know? Here we have woman hanging her panties and man looking at smaller panties hanging in the breeze. Ew? Let a woman live. Let a woman clean her laundry in peace. Oh my god. And you know what? I know that this is like a picture and it's supposed to be like a stupid fucking meme, but you just know that there's women out there who are just trying to do their fucking laundry outside that are getting some creepy, wacky men who stare at their clothing, and I'm sure it's happened forever. And it's honestly something I've never thought about, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't like it. That's weird. Weird. But pay attention to your wife. Maybe work on that relationship. I don't know, guys. When I see these things, I'm just like, if you fucking aren't attracted to your partner and you dislike them that much and all you can do is fantasize about being with somebody else, maybe it's time to leave. Maybe it's time to pack up your things and go. Oh, but they're married. It's complicated. What if they have kids? I don't care. If this is what your relationship has come to and this is how you live, leave. You know the term stay together for the kids? How about leave for the kids? Can I get a leave for the kids? Can I get a don't make them grow up around this for the kids? Girls, you're 1 pound heavier than me. We can't be friends. Famous trio of boys, and it's a bunch of different shapes and sizes of looking mushrooms. This is giving like very Mean Girls, which is an exaggerated plot point of popular girls in high school. I'm sure there are people out there that are super shallow, just as there's men that are out there that are super shallow. But this is not how friendships with women work. It's so funny because I'll pull up the next meme so you can compare it. That's basically the opposite of this one, but that's just not how it works. And here's another example of what a different man thinks of how it works. Can I buy you a drink? Sure. And then you have a heavier woman coming in and saying she's not interested. So which is it? Can they be friends or not? Because according to the last meme, all women are shallow and can't be friends with somebody who's heavier than them. Also, this one's fake. I'm sorry. If a guy is asking a girl for a drink at the bar and she says yes, her friend is not gonna swoop in and be like, she meant no. The girls do this. They do jump in and say she's not interested, but it's when the guy's being a creep and the girl is trying to say no and the guy's not letting her say no. This is a created scenario that is fake. This is not real. You're just taking a situation where a woman is being saved by her friend and trying to flip it to make the guy not the weirdo, because the blonde certainly did not say sure, and then her friend certainly does not swoop in and say, actually, she meant no. She's not interested. Girls are girls. Girls are girls who are girls, and I love girls. And I love girls. Put me in the boob pit. My wife crashed my Mustang. Oh no, is she hurt? Not yet, she locked herself in the bathroom. The punchline is once again assault, but this time a different kind. I don't know, guys. Riddle me this. What about this is funny? She crashed the car, so her physical being is going to be broken in as well because of a material object, because of an accident, because of a mistake that would probably traumatize her for life already. Obviously, this is fake. Somebody faked this conversation for the sake of a quote-unquote meme, but it's just disgusting. Personally, if somebody I knew that I loved was driving my car and got into a car accident, I would be wanting to make sure that they are okay. And I would recognize that they're probably traumatized from the event. Yeah, I'd probably be kind of upset that my car is fucking totaled, but I would want the human being, the person I care about, to be okay first. Ugh, it's just not funny. Especially because of like the DV statistics that men do perpetrate against women to the extent that they do. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, it's not that deep. Because it is. Like, this is fucking gross. And this is in some fucking frat boys group chat right now getting liked and laughed at, and I just know it. You are a girl. Corporate job trying to pull her in, kitchen that she's striving to get to. Oh my god. It's just like, get a new joke. Get a new fucking joke. The kitchen, really? That's all you've got? She do dish and she make casserole. Ha 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 ha. Change diaper casserole, woman. Woman with sponge for hands cause she do dishes. Like, oh my god, shut up. Why can't you floss at home like everyone else and he's flossing with this girl's panties? It's just gross. This one's not even like it's just gross. Do people actually think these are funny? I'm trying to think of who would think this one's funny because it's not gonna be, I don't even think a teen boy is gonna find this one funny. I think they're gonna like look at it and like whatever and scroll. This feels like it's made for 50-year-old Republican men to laugh at specifically. I can't imagine who else it's made for. Certainly not made for me. Like the punchline is objectifying a woman on a beach to the extent of flossing with her thong. Oh, guys, God, I didn't think this was gonna give me the ick this bad today, but it's really giving me the ick today. Oh, the weird underwear stuff is really just not settling well with my tummy. Don't forget to feed your girlfriend every couple hours or it gets cranky. It? You mean she. Seems someone forgot to feed this one. making a woman into an object, and then she's like, you mean she, and then she's getting called cranky for it. It wasn't even like, her comment wasn't even like sassy. It wasn't even like mean. It was genuinely just a correction. You mean she. And then, of course, a man has to poke at her and try to like fuck with her because of it, whatever. It's up to you to break generational feminism. She's the boss, happy wife, happy life. Someday you'll lead your woman as God leads you. Guys, I'm really trying not to pull up all the misogynistic Christmas memes. Yeah, Santa been fucking harsh this year. No, I've been trying really hard not to pull up all the misogynistic Christian memes that are in this folder because there's so many. There always is. But this one, I fucking hate the someday you'll lead your woman as God leads you line. And it's just so fucking bad. Son, hey, listen. Because of your religion, you need to make sure that you treat your woman like shit. Make sure she remembers that she's below you and that you are to lead her, because without you, she is just stupid, nothing dum-dum pants. You are not put on this earth to lead a woman. If you choose to partake in an intimate relationship, please love each other equally. Please treat her like a human being. Please understand that she is not actually a dishwasher, because you're gonna be really disappointed when you come in after work and she still has 2 feet and 2 hands and hasn't transformed into a transformer dishwasher. You're gonna be so upset. Should I do one more? I'll do one more. Smart plus smart equals love. Dumb woman plus smart man equals pregnancy. Doesn't really make sense because he'd be the one getting her pregnant, but smart woman plus dumb man equals marriage. Okay. And dumb plus dumb equals 3 pregnancies. Relatable. I don't know about that one. I feel like the love and marriage could go hand in hand if you just marry somebody you love, which obviously from these memes is not something that a lot of these people are capable of doing. Also, dumb plus smart equals pregnancy. Pregnancy is something that some people do want and some people do choose. It doesn't really make much sense if you ask me. And also, once again, why is the woman the dumb one when the man is the one that has to pump a load to create that? Dumb plus dumb equals 3 pregnancy. That one I can agree with. Unless you chose to have all 3 of those kids, I'm looking at it and it makes it look like it's in succession, which makes it look dumb. Well, guys, I like to think we've had a few hoots, a few hollers. If you liked the video, please like it. If you really liked it, consider subscribing. And with that being said, I'm gonna go now. Yeehaw!